Give you a second to get settled here, students. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us this blustery day outside. My name is Chris Lindholm, and I have the great privilege of serving as school district superintendent here in beautiful Cook County, Minnesota. We are grateful that you've all joined us on this special Veterans Day. In just a moment, we will call our ceremony to order and open it up with the posting of the colors. But I'd like to first start with some instructions for our students and guests. In just a moment, I will ask you to rise, not yet. In just a moment, I will ask you to rise and remove hats, and then I'll ask you to silently turn and face the flag as the colors are brought in by our local color guard. Students, please turn and face the flag, and turn so you are always facing the flag as they move across the gymnasium. Once the colors have been posted up here, our second and third grade students, led by Miss Cindy Johnson, and the Cook County High School Band and community musicians, led by Mr. Reese Wright, will lead us all in the Star-Spangled Banner. You are invited to sing with them. After the Star-Spangled Banner, please remain standing for both the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag, and our fifth graders are going to lead us in the Pledge to the Flag of Grand Portage, which hopefully you got the words to on your way in the door. Then I will ask you to be seated, and we will move on with our ceremony. So now at this time, please rise, remove your hats, and silently face the flag. Thank you so much to our musicians. And now, please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and justice for all. Please remain standing. And at this time, our Sawtooth fifth graders will hopefully loudly lead us in the pledge to the flag of Gitche Onagameng Grand Portage. The flag is to your left up on the wall. You may follow along with the words in your handout. Ni nisi ira wab andan. Thank you, Miigwech. You may be seated. Well, good afternoon again, and welcome to all of our students, staff, community members, and especially, of course, to our veteran guests. We thank each of you for taking time out of your busy week to attend the 2025 Cook County Schools Veterans Day program. This is a time set apart each year to honor the brave and heroic people that have served our country as members of the armed forces. This afternoon will include a few patriotic music pieces, as is our tradition, performed by Cook County Schools band and vocalists, along with a couple of brief messages from some of our local leaders. At this time, would you please turn your attention to our elementary students over to your left under the direction of Miss Cindy Johnson, who will be performing Proud of Our Veterans. Nice job. Second and third graders, miigwech, we appreciate you sharing your voices with us today. As they get seated at this time, please turn your attention to the Cook County Schools Band, along with some of our wonderful community musicians, under the direction of Mr. Reese Wright, as they perform Stars and Stripes Forever. Thank you so much to our musicians for sharing that wonderful piece and making this a special ceremony. At this time, it's my honor to welcome up to the podium Principal Josh Belangi as he will introduce our guest speakers for today's Veterans Day program.
Good afternoon. Our guest speakers this afternoon are veteran Alex Gugala and Cook County Commissioner Ann Sullivan. Alex graduated from high school in 2013 and left for the Marine Corps boot camp in San Diego, California, 2 days after graduation. He completed 11 years in the Marine Corps Reserves, stationed with the 6th Engineer Support Battalion in the 4th Marine Logistics Group in Green Bay, Wisconsin. He completed his time in the Marine Corps as Staff Sergeant E6. Alex then attended the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, completing a bachelor's degree in recreation management, a minor in psychology, and eventually a master's degree in recreation management. He has worked for the YMCA for almost 10 years with the La Crosse YMCA, YMCA of the North, the Duluth Area Family YMCA, and currently serves as the executive director of the YMCA right here in Cook County. Ann Sullivan is the daughter of 2 veterans and has lived out a life of service as a teacher, elementary and middle school principal, and instructional trainer spanning over 4 decades. She has a master's degree in human development technology and a doctorate in education. Upon retirement, Ann moved to Cook County and worked for both Cook County Schools and the Grand Portage Education Department. Ann has served as a county commissioner representing District 4 since 2020 and tirelessly volunteers in many different ways throughout the county. As the daughter of 2 naval officers, Ann brings a unique perspective on service. And on this Veterans Day, she honors her parents by speaking about military service, sacrifice, and the importance of serving our local communities. It is my distinct honor to welcome Alex Gugala and Commissioner Ann Sullivan to the microphone to share some brief reflections about serving our country and our communities for this 2025 Veterans Day ceremony.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Alex Gugala. I'm the executive director over at the Cook County Community YMCA. But I would be a fool not to start off by saying happy 250th birthday, Marines. Hoorah. Thank you again, everybody, for being here and coming together. It means more than you might realize to see a community come together today, especially what feels like to me a time of division. So during my 11 years within the Marine Corps, I learned a few things here and there, which I might have mentioned last year. But to go over those things, I had the opportunity for growth through leadership opportunities, and I grabbed those opportunities whenever I had the chance. I learned to work with someone to achieve a common goal, even when I didn't necessarily agree with them. I learned to not sweat the small stuff or the big stuff, and to laugh along the way. I learned to love something with a passion. Marines really love the Marine Corps. It's kind of like a cult thing going on there. And I learned to love somebody completely different than myself. And like I said, I rambled on about that last year, but this year, over the last year, it still rings true today. Everything that I've learned, I apply to my everyday life. Those growth and leadership opportunities finally paid off. I could just say that I'm a part of an incredible organization, and I work alongside those that deeply care for their community. I learned to not sweat the small stuff or the big stuff. We pause, we take a breath, and we do what we can to the best of our ability to fix it. I learned to love something with a passion. I have learned to love my community. I've learned to love Cook County, my work, and the people and families we serve. I learned to work with someone even when I don't agree with them. We've all been there. But not only work with them, but to love them and show kindness towards them. So this in particular feels more important than ever before. Service comes in all forms. Whether you serve your country through military service or you serve in your community, the bigger picture involves all of us coming together and accepting each other. So this Veterans Day, we thank our members of the military for the sacrifices made in the past, present, and in the future. As they serve our nation, we serve our community, both important roles. So I want to say thank you, and in the words of Stephen Dubner, take care of yourself, and if you can, someone else too. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a real honor to be here today among students and educators, veterans, and our entire community to pause and reflect on the meaning of service and the freedoms that we all hold dear. People have enlisted in the military for a wide range of deeply personal and patriotic reasons. Some individuals have been motivated by a desire to protect others, follow in a family tradition of military service, or seek adventure and purpose. Motivations to serve have been similar over our nation's history and include patriotism, a commitment to defend one's country, and the pursuit of justice and peace. Benefits of service include access to educational benefits, job stability, or a pathway to personal growth or leadership experiences like Alex shared. Regardless of the reason one has served, regardless of the benefits they've received across generations, the decision to serve our country reflects courage. It reflects sacrifice and a willingness to place the needs of others above your own. During World War II, when my parents served our country, many joined the military out of a sense of duty or national pride and a belief that defending freedom and democracy was what they needed to do. They were fighting against tyranny and aggression. Both my parents served in the United States Navy during World War II. My father was part of the Pacific Fleet fighting Japan. My mother joined to replace her fiancé, who was killed in battle after being shot down by the Nazis over European soil. And while both serving, they met each other at the Great Lakes Naval Station, where they were married. Listening to the stories told by my parents, as well as other family members who have served in different branches of the military, I learned about service, that it's not just about serving one's country, it's not just about a uniform, but it's about a commitment and sacrifice and a belief in something really big. All these people instilled in me that serving others in whatever capacity you can helps strengthen our country and our communities. And for all the students here, you don't have to wait till you're an adult to serve your country. You can serve your country here in Cook County by being kind, by being helpful, and by volunteering. I haven't personally served in the military, but my family members' service had a significant impact on me. I chose a little bit different kind of service through my many years in education, and then with the COVID-19 pandemic, switching over to serving the county. But no matter what form of service it is about helping others and making a difference. Back in the late 1980s, I had a tremendous opportunity to teach in communist China. This was before the Tiananmen Square massacre, where approximately 2,000 individuals died, many who I knew and I had taught with while I was there. While in China, I saw and I experienced what it means to live without the basic freedoms that we often take for granted here. Freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom to gather together and to share ideas. There were soldiers carrying machine guns on every corner in the city where I lived. I carefully chose every word I spoke, not wondering what my words might bring. And where I stayed every morning, I heard gunshots. I heard a government firing squad. Today, I understand that those people died because they were political executions. And they still terrorize me, and I still have nightmares about what I heard and what I learned. My time in China gave me a deep appreciation for what many of our veterans have fought for to protect, and what each of us must continue to do to uphold these. I think of my cousin Richard Kent, who contracted polio while serving in the Korean War. He had flu-like symptoms. It progressed to brain inflammation and paralysis. He spent a year in what was then called the Sister Kenny Institute in the Twin Cities. And after being in an iron lung, he had tremendous amounts of progressive, innovative physical therapy that allowed him to counteract the atrophy of his muscles. He learned to walk again. Thoughts go on to another cousin, my cousin Janet, who was in naval intelligence back at the Pentagon on 9/11, the day the U.S. was attacked as part of a coordinated terrorist attack by Al-Qaeda. American Airlines Flight 77 was hijacked and crashed into the western side of the Pentagon. 184 colleagues of my cousin died in that attack, including the one that sat right next to her. Both my cousins were impacted by their service in ways they would never have imagined, physically and emotionally. They contracted disease, they experienced trauma. These are lifelong injuries. Today, as we honor our veterans, those here in this room, all the 425 that are here in Cook County, many of them in Grand Portage, we are reminded that freedom is not free, and it is not guaranteed. It has to be protected, it has to be valued, and renewed through choices we make and the way we serve our communities and our country. To the veterans who are here with us, thank you all for your courage and your sacrifice. Service takes many forms, but it all matters, and how we keep our democracy strong and our freedoms alive are critical. Today we've come together as a large portion of Cook County, a large community. And those who have worn the uniform and stood ready to protect our freedoms, defend our nation, and serve with courage and sacrifice are to be honored. Our veterans' dedication has shaped the course of U.S. history, international history, and safeguarded the values we all hold dear. Whether you served here at home or abroad, in times of conflict or in times of peace, your commitment reminds all of us that freedom isn't free, it's earned, and it's preserved by the selflessness of people like our veterans. On behalf of the entire Cook County community, we offer you as veterans our deepest gratitude and respect, and thank you for your commitment, your sacrifice, and your service.
Thank you so much for those meaningful words, Alex and Commissioner Sullivan. We are honored to have you both here today, and we are blessed to have you here serving in the Cook County community each and every day. Today is the day for us as individuals, and as Ann said, for us as a community, to recognize the service of our veterans in all branches of the U.S. Armed Forces. Students, it is a day that was first set aside in 1919, then known as Armistice Day, to celebrate the first anniversary of the end of World War I. In 1938, Armistice Day became a national holiday, and in 1954, President Eisenhower changed the name to Veterans Day. We celebrate this day every November 11th in honor of the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918 and the end of World War I. Veterans Day honors all past and present veterans of all five, and actually since December of 2019, all 6 military branches. At this time in our ceremony, we will honor our local veterans as our Cook County Schools band, community musicians, and vocalists lead us in Armed Forces, The Pride of America, a song that honors each of the 5 historic military branches with a specific section in the song. So veterans, you are invited to stand during the appropriate sections of this wonderful piece, and anyone that knows this song is invited to sing along. Nice job, second and third graders. Job well done. A big thank you to our band, big thank you to our choir, our local honor guard, our technology team, our custodial team, our clerical support, and of course, especially to Marine veteran Alex Gugala and Commissioner Ann Sullivan for making this a very special day. And of course, most importantly, thank you to our U.S. veterans for your service to protect the liberties that we all cherish so deeply. Let's give our veterans one more round of applause. Students, please listen carefully as I share some instructions about how we will how we will first conclude the ceremony and then exit. In just a minute, I will ask you to stand and remain silent. When I do that, the color guard will come forward to retrieve the colors. Please remain quiet while they are retrieved. Once they are retrieved, Lucas Hackett will play taps, and then the colors will be retired as they march out of the gym. It's important to stay silent and face the flag through this conclusion of the ceremony. When all that is done, I will then dismiss you in groups so that we can leave safely. So now, please stand silently. Thank you. Students, you did an excellent job with that. Job well done. This brings an end to our 2025 Veterans Day program. Guests, please remain at your seats for just a couple of minutes. Secondary students, stay tight. We'll first dismiss Sawtooth Elementary students back to your classrooms.